What's up, Wikimaniacs? Welcome to another Reddit Reading Monday. This week we have a husband who was embarrassed out of the delivery room, a boyfriend who cannot understand his girlfriend's newest hobby. We have some kids that are upset that their parents are living life lavishly and spending lots of money. We have a wife who finds out about her husband's affair and finds an interesting form of revenge. And if you're a patron, we have an OP who learns how to use tampons correctly after 10 years of using them incorrectly. And we end every Monday episode with another segment written by the amazing Underbaki. So stay tuned because Reddit on Wiki starts now. A little bit of edging for you. There you go.
Get therapy.
I'm not reading.
Get therapy.
And we're back from the edge. It's your boy Sean with me today. J&J, say hello.
Hi.
I've been edged, and I love it.
I hate to tell you this, Sean, but I usually just take out a lot of the silent parts. So
No, leave it. Leave it.
You're gonna
I may
have to
be
leave
around.
to manually leave that in. That's more work for me.
Oh, you have an automated to take out the pauses.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Leave it in.
It's at the
Leave it
beginning.
in.
You know
That's
what I mean?
fair.
You could just.
That's fair.
Leave it in.
I gotta say, the leave it in from John makes me feel wildly uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Leave it in.
I feel like we got demonetized from that alone.
I was like, edging is fine. Maybe the leave it in is the
All of
line
us,
that.
when I do it, it's a problem, right? God.
The YouTube algorithm's
Say it.
just like, that's not okay.
It catches the tone of John, is what it is.
Ah,
It's the tone.
Yeah.
Before we hop into today's stories, boys, anything we need to clean the house clean?
I mean, we haven't done
my room's a mess, and so am I.
we haven't done house cleaning in a while.
I kind of didn't know what to say.
But that-
I forgot what we usually
We can.
do.
We do have a Wednesday episode coming out this week, where we run down, do an update. I don't think we've come up with an official name for that episode, or that segment. But yeah, expect a Wednesday episode this week.
We're edging you with a preview.
Yeah, the Valentine's merch. By the time this comes out, will be it should be off. It should
It's
be off the
March
store.
already.
It is off.
It should be off the store. It's March 11th. It should be off the store, but the store may still be decorated in giant aesthetics. So I'll get that cleaned up by the time you're listening to this. You can check out the store. There may or may not be a new item. I don't know. Who knows?
Wow, what a tease! You have to go check it out.
I don't know. I literally don't know because we haven't talked off air about it. But maybe, who knows?
Sean and John have been so busy that we have not been able to talk about anything outside of the recording.
Anything. Like, we have to go
Guys.
back to work after this.
Yeah.
This is how ridiculous it is.
Yeah, both of us are going back to work. So please become a patron. Let's hop into the first story of the day, boys. This is a husband who was embarrassed out of the delivery room. That's a hard one for me to say.
say
A
it.
husband who was embarrassed out of the delivery room. There you
Peter
go.
Piper
Clean for
picked a peck of
TikTok.
peppers.
Was it like was this Michael Scott vibes when he saw Pam pushing and he just freaked the fuck out?
Oh, I do have to say, just because it's very rarely that I listen to the show. While I was stuck in traffic, I heard the episode with Stuart. Stuart, buddy, I don't hate you. The pipes actually burst, brother. I really wish I could have been there. I promise next time, if there's no catastrophe at the house, I will be there. Also, Josh, love the fumble of not Hermione.
Oh, yeah,
or whatever
I
the
fucked
fuck it
that
was.
up.
The fumble was crazy.
Not me.
I laughed
not
so
Hermione.
hard.
You.
Yeah,
But I fucked it up completely. I left it in.
Fantastic.
I left it in. No bias.
I loved
don't
it.
edit out my bullshit.
I
Leave
think
it
it
in.
was a lot funnier than if you had said it correctly, to be honest.
Damn, that's a jab at my joke just being terrible.
No, the timing was incredible. The timing of the confusion on everyone's faces of not realizing it was
Chef's kiss. Wow.
that is peak comedy for me. All right. Well, this first one is coming from relationship ground score advice from a goat. Beautiful.
Oof, almost forgot.
Dog, mid score, Vader.
Hell yeah.
I, female 30, told my doctor I would sue him if he touched me. And oh my God.
unquote.
I almost called these parentheses. Holy shit, I'm tired. I'm fucking brain dead from work, y'all. Oh my God. This is a parenthesis. If you're not watching,
Sean's doing,
I hate to
he's
say
doing
it. You
air
gotta
quotes.
watch. No. Don't give. Oh, fuck. We gotta get him on the YouTube, Josh. We gotta find a way to make money. But yeah, I called air quotes parentheses for a split second. But yes. Quote unquote. I dead ass forgot it again when I started doing it.
Jesus. Dude, we're done. We're so fucking done.
Oh my God. Quote unquote embarrassed my husband. Oh, male,
You made
32
it.
years old. All right. We got it through the fucking title.
You got this, brother. I believe in you.
The next will be flawless. I do have to say this one, I think may have been written by someone whose first language is not English.
Okay.
Either that or they were just so upset when they typed this because there's a lot of things I'm not too sure what they mean.
All right. I hate to do this to you, Sean. Can you read the title again, just without the parentheses, the quote unquote, or
Flawless.
parentheses?
Here we go. I, a 30-year-old female, told my doctor I would sue him if he touched me and happened to quote unquote, gotcha, embarrassed my husband, male 32.
Hell yeah. Okay, there we go.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I forgot
Got it
the whole
clean.
first part of the title when you went on that rant about the parentheses.
Yeah. I'm so sorry,
okay.
Wikimaniacs.
Good to know.
A game from now on, baby.
Let's
you know
go.
me.
Hell yeah.
I don't mess up.
He gonna slip up in 3.
My husband. All right. My husband frequents Reddit, just not this subreddit, I don't think. But I used a throwaway account. 2 weeks ago, I had my son. My labor was 24 hours long. My son was not moving.
Oh.
I could tell the doctor was getting impatient before he left. I asked for an epidural, but it just didn't seem to be working. I could feel everything. In my past, I have broken both my legs, and I have been stabbed. An accident, but still went in one side of my thigh and out the other side.
The fuck kind of life do you live?
That's got to
Holy
be
shit.
a long fucking holy shit.
Jesus.
However, I have never been in the pain that I was in that room during that delivery. When the doctor finally said that I was crowning, my son still didn't come. There was a barrage of things. They needed to get him out. He said he was going to have to give me a little cut. I told him at that moment that the anesthesia wasn't working, so please do not do that. Well, he grabbed something from under the table, and my husband kept telling me, quote, everything is going to be okay, blah, blah, blah. And I sat up as the doctor got closer, and I told him I would fucking sue him for his life if he touched me with those scissors. I remember then shoving my husband when he reached for my arm like he was holding me back from attacking the doctor, which I wasn't going to do, by the way. From then on, it was a little blurry. I apparently got on my hands and knees. I remember squatting, but they're saying hands and knees, but whatever. And I pushed my son out myself. I did not tear badly, thankfully for the record, and I was still half delirious, but I yelled, I wanted all the men out, and this included my husband. I then screamed for them to get out until they all eventually did. Then, apparently, I proceeded to lay calmly while all of the nurses tended to everything, and I believe a female doctor came in and asked me some questions, some pertaining to a possible lawsuit. But I was still delirious, holding my son, etc.
What a time to come in and talk to you about a lawsuit. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Fuck.
not in the right mind, I imagine.
Oh, at least wait till
This
the
is
next
wild.
day or something.
Like,
Jesus.
immediately after, one of the nurses that was there made me feel better and said, quote unquote, sometimes a mother just knows best, and called me a quote unquote champion. If you are that nurse and you're reading this, I'd just like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It was about an hour and a half before I was feeling myself again, and I told them that my husband could come back in. I still feel shaky and horrible whenever I think about the situation. The idea of even going back to the doctor's office for checkups makes me vomit. I don't think I'll ever trust a doctor again, and I certainly will not be having any more children. My husband, though, hasn't left me alone about kicking him out of the delivery room, and he keeps saying how embarrassing it was for him and the doctor, even after I explained that the doctor was going to give me, I am sorry, Wikimaniacs, an episiotomy.
You probably nailed that, Sean.
Okay, I hope so.
Everything is perfect from now on. It's perfect, Sean. You got this.
I honestly can't mess up. I'm like Mario with the star. I'll say it with my chest, episiotomy. That's how you say it, and I'm pretty confident.
Don't read the comments after this.
Yeah. Don't even leave a comment because I know I'm right. Actually, leave a comment. We need the engagement, guys.
Tell Sean he did a good job.
He just keeps saying that the doctor knew best, even though I pushed our son out by myself. Every time he says it, I feel like I've been starting to resent him more and more. On top of that, I have been having some really crappy nightmares about him grabbing me and restraining me in that moment. So I'm not sure if I'm just being not understanding enough, because I'm sure he was quote unquote embarrassed, but I'm just finding it hard to be empathetic at all, which is not remotely the norm for me. I would just like some outside opinions. And again, yes, I am speaking to my therapist, but I'd just like some impartial views. Please forgive any mistakes. I'm trying to write this while breastfeeding. Oh, okay. I didn't read that last sentence, which makes sense. Yeah, there's some typos, but
okay.
We got through it. We got the main gist.
You did it.
Oh, she ends with one question. How do I gain more empathy, or is this as offensive and insensitive as it feels to me?
Wait, what specifically is offensive? Like the doctor going against your wishes.
Offensive that she kicked all the men out after
she
she
no, not at all. Not at all. I would never fault like someone who's giving birth, like for what they say or do in that moment. Aside from killing someone or something like that. But like, in the moment, you're going through the worst pain in your life, traumatic experience to your body. You just want to push the baby out, have a healthy birth for both you and the baby. And the doctor sounded like he was adding a bit like more stress to the situation than needed, not listening to you, which is bullshit. He should have listened to you for sure. Your husband sounded like he was trying to comfort you. But like in the moment afterwards, for sure, you're allowed to be like, all right, I want all the men out because, I want just to feel comfortable for a little bit and be alone with myself and like with women who have either been through it or know someone who's been through it and understand it a bit better. That's a completely normal thing. And your husband needs to realize it's not a personal attack on him. It's it's just not. It's just you went through something traumatic in that moment and you reacted the way you reacted, and that's perfectly normal, I feel. I would recommend couples therapy to maybe air out this kind of stuff, and maybe personal therapy because it sounds like you have trauma from even going to the doctors, which could be concerning. If you have something that you need to go to the doctor for and you resist going, that could be problematic. So get therapy for that, and then also couples therapy to maybe. Yeah,
it sounds like she has a therapist.
Yeah, she's
good.
Like a personal one. So
good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. That's.
I'm usually I hate the phrase like "get over it," but in this situation, for the husband in that situation, homeboy just gotta get over it.
Yeah,
it is one of those situations where the situation supersedes what happened. Right. So getting kicked out of the room because the wife wanted to feel comfortable. And yes, after 24 hours of labor, dude, I take a shit for like 30 minutes and it's like the hardest shit in my life. I feel like I went through war. Imagine pushing a goddamn baby out of your body. At this point, like, I feel like the husband is adding more stress to the wife who is one, still recovering, two, possibly experiencing not only postpartum depression or postpartum anything, on top of that, add the trauma that they have now that they've developed a fear for doctors. So if I was a husband, I just look inwards and be like, shit, what can I do to at least like alleviate some of the stressors you have in your life currently? And what we can do together so we can help you overcome that fear of doctors, because you're gonna have to go to doctors at some point to get checked if you have something ailing you.
He should at least put it to the side for now. Like if it's
For
really
now,
truly bugging
yeah.
him, put it aside for now. Help your wife get through the first few months of like recovery and taking care of a brand new baby. And then like I said, go to couples therapy, air it out there where you guys can have or try and have healthy communication about it. That's also an option, but it sounds like that's not happening.
Yeah, however, though, I do feel the embarrassment is valid. I give you that, but the situation, I think it definitely supersedes itself. So
yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. It warranted, her demanding everybody out. You definitely, are allowed to feel embarrassed, but at the end of the day, like both of you guys said, you got to get over yourself. You are not the star of the show in that situation. Your embarrassment in that moment. She is spread eagle, vagina and ass out, and you're the one. You know what I'm talking?
Yeah.
Like you don't matter in that moment.
Hey, was I tripping? But she like essentially pushed the baby out on her own, right?
Yeah, apparently she just squatted and fucking
and just did it.
Yeah,
just did that shit.
Crazy.
That's just crazy, dude.
Crazy. Mom strength is wild.
Yeah,
but yeah, you gotta get over yourself. We don't say that often because feelings are valid and everything, but like
absolutely,
you are the third least important person in that scenario. So it's just you're fine. The baby is good. Be happy.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. That at the end of the day, your wife and baby are healthy, happy. Like well, maybe not happy, but healthy at least. You should be happy about that.
Safe.
Yeah, safe.
Yeah.
And you have a brand new family. This small slight towards your ego at the end of the day does not really matter.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Keep it pushing like your wife did, brother.
Fantastic. All right, we're gonna keep pushing on to the next story.
Nice.
You delivered that perfectly, Sean.
It actually hurt me when I said it. Oh, all right. This next one is coming from r/best of Redditor updates from Meg Mystery, but Meg Mystery also posted it on the Discord.
Whoa.
Where Saskia brought it to my attention. So
Goat.
just a tag team work there.
Hell yeah.
Hit that sound.
Oh,
brother.
go button. Sorry.
Perfect.
My bad.
Love it.
All right. So this is titled, "My girlfriend buried all of my beans in the woods and won't tell me where."
Beans?
This is Jack and the Beanstalk.
Are they magical beans?
We'll find out. I will say this post was originally posted. Let's get the exact date here. April 7th, 2020.
Oh, peak COVID.
Peak COVID fear.
Okay. So
So that might put into some perspective where OP's girlfriend's mind was at.
Interesting. That's like peak, starting your own garden, baking, like all that kind of stuff.
Starting a podcast.
Starting
possibly.
a podcast. Exactly. Yeah.
What losers.
Fucking losers.
All right, let's get into it. My 30 male girlfriend, 30 female, buried all of my beans in the woods and won't tell me where. And it's causing a fight between us. With what is all going on at this time, COVID, we have stocked up on supplies, including some canned goods. A few weeks ago, I ordered 30 cans of beans.
Oh, they're like canned beans that they were buried.
Yeah, canned beans.
Wait, hold on. I thought it was just like beans.
So did I was like, oh, she's growing a garden and not telling
canned
you.
Beans.
No.
What the fuck?
Interesting.
10 of which are black beans, 10 of which are kidney beans, and 10 of which are pink beans, which I didn't know existed.
I didn't know that either.
I also ordered about 15 cans of chickpeas. I thought, this is a reasonable amount of beans and chickpeas to have every now and then, and they would last us for some time.
Fair.
However, Last night I opened the cabinet because I wanted to make a vegetarian chili using 2 cans of beans, but all of the beans were gone. What the hell?
What the hell is going on?
What the hell? I asked my girlfriend and she told me she buried all of the beans in the woods. Now, at first, I thought she was joking, but she explained, no, she really buried all of the beans in the woods.
I have so many questions.
The fuck? I asked her to explain, and she told me that she was afraid that, quote unquote, if things got bad, we might have to worry about looters or whatever, and the beans would be in danger of being stolen.
Okay,
So
I'm laughing.
It's a bean currency.
I'm laughing,
Yeah.
but this is peak COVID when everyone was
This is
kind of
peak COVID.
when everyone was kind of losing their mind. You know what I mean? Toilet paper
Nobody-
rushes and all that kind of shit.
Nobody knew what was happening.
No.
We were
Toilet paper debacle,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
We were hand washing every grocery, Cloroxing every box,
Yeah.
bag, all of that stuff.
Great. Yeah.
I was ready to go. I was like, fuck it. If it takes me, it takes me.
We might have to worry about looters or whatever, and the beans would be in danger of being stolen. I said I thought that was completely ridiculous and unlikely. She then became angry at me and said she is, quote, protecting our beans, end quote. According to her logic, the beans are safely buried in the woods behind our apartment complex, and if we ever need some beans, she will go to the stash and dig up a can or 2, but would prefer if we save them for if things, quote unquote, got worse. I said, why only bury the beans? Why not bury our more valuable items? She replied, the canned food was the most valuable for long-term means, and that since we get fresh food in our online grocery deliveries, it would make sense to continue to stockpile said beans. She intends to bury more and more beans in the woods every week.
Oh my god.
This is some Fallout shit, bro.
Yeah, she's one of those preppers. Is that what they're called? Survivor
Survivalists.
preppers. Yeah.
This was too insane for me, and I started to get very upset. I demanded to know where the beans were buried, and she refused to tell me.
Oh,
She said if I knew, she was afraid that I'd go dig them up. I said, damn right I would dig them up. She
He
said,
just wants beans. Come on.
she said, quote, I will never jeopardize our beans. End quote. I crossed the line and said she was out of her mind, which made her storm away. And we have not talked since last night.
Holy
I think
shit.
it is completely ridiculous to bury beans in the woods, and I want to find them and dig them up. But apparently my girlfriend is taking this very seriously. How can I convince her to tell me where the beans are? And do you think I should convince her to get therapy or something? Or should I break up with her for this? I'm so confused. Is this normal for a girlfriend to bury beans or otherwise hide them?
so
Too long
so
didn't
normal.
read. Yeah. Too long didn't read. My girlfriend buried the beans in the woods and will not tell me where they are.
If I had a nickel for every girlfriend that buried my beans, I'd be rich.
Broke.
We do have an update.
Okay.
Oh my
'Cause
God.
I'm gonna say, like, just off the bat, like, therapy is a good idea for her, because, and especially at that time when everything was like crazy, like we said before. And to be fair, she keeps saying our beans, so she's like, this is for us. She's trying to do stuff for you. So
It's true.
she might just be scared, listening to the wrong newscast or something and getting like doomer pilled or whatever, and just fearing for her life, especially at that time. So, I think she might just be a little overwhelmed with everything going on, and a good sit down, and don't call her crazy, because that's not very super nice.
Out of your mind is not nice.
Yeah. So have a conversation with her. Yeah,
Damn, 'cause
definitely
I
recommend
would.
therapy.
My dumbass would. Like, give me my fucking beans.
Okay, hear me out. I'm probably the one out of the three of us are the biggest conspiracy nut between the three of us for sure. I don't believe in like I don't have the mindset that survivalists and like people like prepared people like this.
Yeah.
have. But I'm also like, as long as you're not hurting anybody, prepare all you want. You know
For
what I mean?
sure.
I got nothing against it. I think it's a little wild, but if the time comes, they're gonna be so prepared. It's gonna be ridiculous.
I'll go off
like,
of that.
if the
I
zombie,
agree. I not zombies, but I agree. Like, the electrical goes out or something like that, and you have like a garden where you can self-sustain like your own, plants or whatever for a while. Absolutely. I think there is a market that capitalizes on people's fears and sells them stuff they don't need, like
for sure,
bunkers and shit like that. It's like, all right, like if a nuke's fallen, we're all fucked anyway. You know what I mean? Like a bunker might keep you alive for a little bit.
That's true.
But
if it's not the initial blast, it's gonna be the overall exposure of it. And as someone who has worked in Seaburn and like as their experience, a lot of times, like even if you have like all the gear, a lot of those have shelf life. So like gas masks and respirators, those canisters do have a shelf life and they do expire. And over time, the more you use it, the more like particulates are gonna. Oh, I'm gonna go nerdy on this shit. This was my job back in the Air Force. I will tell you what, you will not survive.
Right, but there's no reason to live in fear, is what I'm saying. Is like,
oh no, absolutely not. Yeah,
preparing and like having some self-sustaining, resources and stuff like that. Absolutely fine. Absolutely, okay.
Fear mongering, no good.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm with you.
My light just went out. Sorry.
It's okay.
No,
you still look good.
You look
Thanks.
beautiful. All right, are we ready for the update?
Let's do it.
2 days later, the following day, I tried to put my foot down, and I'm not usually a person to put their foot down, but there are some rare issues where compromise is just out of the question. And I foolishly decided that this was one of those times and issues. I demanded to know where the beans were buried, and I told her if she was going to keep burying beans that I paid for in the woods, then I would move out. We fought about it, and I kept insisting. In hindsight, I should have just let it go and created my own hidden stash of beans in the apartment and given her time to maybe cool down about this bean bearing scenario, but I blew it all out of proportion. Yeah, it's weird to bury beans in the wood, but why did I have to press it? What's the harm at the end of the day? In the grand scheme of things, But I kept demanding her to take me to the beans or at the very least draw a map or something.
They got a scavenger hunt.
Yeah. And she finally broke up with me.
Oh,
Damn.
wow.
Over the beans. I have lost the love of my life because I couldn't let the goddamn beans go. I'm in disbelief. She moved out. Now, not only am I now heartbroken, I'm also paying full rent instead of 50%, which is a huge financial issue for me.
That sucks.
Too long, didn't read. I kept demanding that my girlfriend show me where she buried the beans in the woods, and she got so angry at me that she ended our relationship and moved out. My heart is shattered and my finances are jeopardized because of a bean hoard.
Damn, I feel bad for OP. Peak COVID, getting broken up with, that's got to be a tough time. That's got to be tough.
She'd rather find somewhere new to live during peak COVID scare. She's leaving the beans.
Yeah, she is.
Kind of crazy.
No, she grabbed those. Don't.
She probably. Yeah, she
think
probably.
for a second
she dug it
left
up,
those
yeah.
around.
Also, I just feel like if you were that upset, like you could. I feel like you could go find, like, just find the freshly buried patches of dirt, right? Like,
I agree.
Yeah, I feel like, and what else are you doing during peak COVID? You got nothing else to do.
Or
you
start a
could find
podcast.
it.
Or say, hey, I wanna make a bean whatever tonight, and just watch her as she goes out and see where she goes. Find
True.
the bean stash.
You're being ridiculous, OP. That sucks for you.
Goodness gracious. All right. Moving on to the third story. This is cross-posted from r/boomers being fools from Mary Gatz 2011. Goat for sure.
It's a new subreddit, I think, isn't it? Have we done that
Boomers
one?
being fools?
Yeah. Have we done that?
I don't know. It's new to me.
I've never heard that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've obviously never done it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, asshole guy.
yeah, I'm the asshole guy.
But also, we've offered before to have you host a Monday, and we'll take the assholes off your hand if you want. But
He refuses.
you love the assholes,
I love
brother.
holding all the assholes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Got your fingers all up in those. All right. So next one.
Yeah, you got to spread the love sometimes.
No.
Spread the assholes.
All right. So this is titled "Boomer Parents Are Insulted by My Comment After They Told Me They Plan to Spend Everything Before They Die."
Okay.
Wait, boomer parents were insulted because OP wants to spend everything before they die?
No.
They want to spend everything.
They want to spend everything before they die.
The boomers?
Yes.
The boomers.
Yeah.
Oh. Why the fuck not? It's their money.
That's what I'm thinking right now. Yeah.
I was going to say, like, from what the intro sounds like, I'm ready to say, fuck them kids, man. I feel like they're expecting, oh, give me the money.
See if I can guess the right button.
You need to take a long look in the mirror, bud.
I
Nope.
did not get it.
I don't know how to read.
Nope.
Fuck them kids.
No,
Oh.
I got it.
There you go.
All right, perfect.
It's quieter.
Let's get into it. My parents retired about 20 years ago. Since then, they have embraced cruise life and spend a ton of money each year to mostly
Shit.
sit out on a ship and
Shit.
pretend that they are well traveled.
Man, that's me right there. Shit, I'm already old enough as it is. I got so much fucking status in a cruise ship. I'm the shit. I'll do the same thing.
John is feeling personally attacked right
Yeah.
now.
Hell yeah, I am. Fuck them kids. I'm spending my own goddamn money.
Don't make me press the button again. I already forget which one it is.
They had to sit out during COVID time, but they made up for it by paying cash for a high-end luxury car that they drive around a 20-mile radius of their beautiful home. Now, I am a little salty about this because my siblings and I were latchkey kids for most of our growing up years. From the time I was 10, I would take care of my younger siblings, making sure that everyone woke up, got on the bus, made it home, did homework, had something to eat, etc. We stayed home alone all summer because they couldn't afford camp for 4 kids. As we got older, we all had some combination of promiscuity, experimental drugs / alcohol use, and anything else we could get away with, but they were essentially checked out, only concerned with their careers. We all survived and have families of our own. They retired at the time they were making a combined 7-figure income, and
God
we were out of the
damn.
home. So the past 2 decades, really, honestly, even before retirement as well, of watching them throw money around on nothing of much substance, we figured there wouldn't be a whole bunch left for us. When all of our families gathered at their house to celebrate my niece's engagement, my dad made a comment about how they didn't believe in leaving anything left behind because they worked hard for everything they have, and we should all be doing the same. He added that their plan was, quote, to spend it before we die, end quote. And he said this dramatically as if he was expecting a big reaction. And I replied with, well, we expect nothing less of you, in a calm voice and a smile on my face. They were so pissed, even though I was essentially agreeing with them. My siblings and I had some meme and GIF-filled texts going between us for days on after. And then OP has some, had left some comments,
Ooh.
update, and an edit, some answers and more details. 1, none of the kids are entitled to our parents' money. We were all out of the house when they reached the place in their careers where they had it, so we never benefited from it other than we have a nice place to visit sometimes. Also, neither of my parents came from money, but we did live with my dad's father for some time while my dad was getting training for what would become his career. My parents do have a will, and the last I heard, I am the executor. My uncles on my mom's side are on their directives for medical decisions. If my uncle passes away before them, I am next. Lastly, my parents are likely going to buy a new home, which is part of a church-owned community where they live and own the home until they pass.
Cult.
Yuck.
Once-
Cult.
Yeah,
Yes. I was going to say
sounds like a
yuck.
cult.
Ew.
Once they pass, the home then goes to the church and they
Hell
can then
no.
resell it. Or at
Hell
least that's
no.
how I think it works. They have friends who are doing this, and because it's new and they can customize their home, we are all on board with it because there is also apartment style places and long-term care as part of this community. They just need to not blow through their money so they can pay the monthly services fee, which is pretty steep.
Damn.
Thoughts?
Thoughts?
Hell no.
Yeah, fuck those parents.
Yeah. Initially, they had me in the first half. I was gonna say like, you know what? It's your money. Do what you need to do. And I get it. Maybe sometimes in the beginning, like they didn't have the money, they didn't have the means, and then they were at a point of life where like they worked their way up to get to where they want. I'm all about independence. I guess I don't know. I'm not gonna have anything handed to me when both my parents ultimately go. So I've kind of just been independent this whole time. I don't have any generational wealth, so that's kind of my perspective coming in. So I'm not expecting anything. So their hard work and all that money, sure, they can spend it however the hell they want. However, going to the church, that shit is wild. And I am a firm believer of like, you know what, I'm going to get flamed for this, but tax the fucking church, please. Like, that's ridiculous why they get away with everything, as well as corporations. Churches are corporations, in my opinion.
Yeah, in a lot of places, for sure.
And it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know. They had me in the first half. At first, I was like, you know what, spend whatever you want. But for the church to be able to turn that around and flip that shit, that's just foul to me. Might as well give it to the family if that's the case.
I think the worst part about it is them rubbing it in your face.
That's the part that I was upset more than the church thing.
Like I mean, they're pretty shitty for like leaving you to take care of yourselves as children, to selfishly go after their own career. I mean, you had the kids, take care of your kids. Like that should be.
That's why some people shouldn't have kids.
Exactly. So that's shitty. But on top of that, they're rubbing it in your face that they're going to spend all the money that they made you guys suffer for so that they could have a better career and make more money. And then just like flaunting it in front of you, being like, yeah, we're going to spend it until we die and you won't have any, basically. And you didn't really say anything. You were just like, yeah, I expected that. Like, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. It's wild that they got mad.
Yeah, that's insane.
Crazy to get mad at for agreeing.
Yeah.
For a fact.
Exactly. So, I mean, whatever. It sounds like you've been independent this whole time. You're going to be independent going forward. Hopefully they have a change of heart and, realize, family's important. It doesn't sound like they will. But whatever. Let them do whatever they're going to do. There's nothing you can do about it.
They're going to die in a cruise ship.
Maybe.
And I'll just laugh.
But hopefully
they died doing what they love.
I hope they run out of money at the church old age home and
man, you know what, a fucking church is gonna milk their asses dry.
Oh yeah.
You could probably tell I'm anti-church as hell.
It's not a secret. People know.
It's crazy when I'm the middle ground on the church.
No, I'm like,
I agree with tax the church. I don't think because the mega churches especially, they're fucking scams, money laundering bullshit.
It's a cult.
It is a cult.
The guy that bought a fucking the mega church guy that bought the private jet with the church funds.
Is that Austin?
I don't. His name doesn't deserve to be said. Yeah. But he's a fucking piece. He said something like, "Well, God gave me the fucking money to do." I'm like, I don't think that's correct, brother. So. Yeah. I don't think that's right,
Insanity.
Man. Hardworking people give you that goddamn money. Yeah, they get taxed up the ass for it.
Yeah, bullshit.
Insane. But I pretty much agree with Josh. I mean, both of you guys are saying it, but like I was with it. Like spend the money. You know what I mean? That's fine. That's your money. But then
to just
fucking every second be like, damn,
I'm rich,
I hate
bitch.
to say it. Yeah, it's insane. I also think the church thing is incredibly dumb. Yeah. So stupid. The least you could fucking do is fucking leave your mansion to the kids to sell. And get something from your shit.
College funds for your grandkids or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Something. Like, you live your life, but at least leave them all your expensive shit that they could sell and benefit off of. Don't fucking put everything in some... I feel like, I don't know how that works, but when people like close on your home or whatever, they could take everything inside too. I don't know how this is how that works, but like if they died, does the church get all the belongings inside?
Depends
I don't
what
know.
the will says.
Ain't that what, like
imagine.
an estate or something like that? An estate?
An estate.
Yeah. Some shit.
I honestly, No, nothing.
No,
guys.
neither do I.
Same.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's really fucking stupid. Terrible decision. Help your kids out. The least you could fucking do at the end of the day after spending all your money, which I again think is fine. You know,
Yeah.
fucking spend that shit. Yeah, you worked hard at the expense of your kids, which is pretty shitty, but
It is shitty.
you got the money. Just continue to be an asshole on your way out. Obviously, your kids, as noted, expect nothing less.
Yeah.
Stop having kids if you can't take care of them. God damn it.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that too. Crazy to have 4 of them.
Yeah,
Crazy
they're
to
watching
have-
themselves.
Crazy to have 4 and then still not give a shit about not a single one. That's
Well, you need
wild.
you need the 2 oldest to take care of the 2 youngest ones, Sean. So you're not thinking
That's
about it as
crazy.
a selfish parent.
So they had 2 kids and they're like, oh, fuck, we can't fucking take
I
care
don't
of
want
these
to
guys.
take care of them. 2
Ah,
more.
Let's have 2 more so they could be busy and, find something to do so they don't bother us.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Are we ready for our last story of the day? Unless you're a patron.
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
This is cross-posted from r/true off my chest from, that's right, 2 times this episode, Mary Getz 2011. They are just on top of the subreddit at all times. I don't know how they do it.
I honestly don't know.
They find bangers every time. Okay, so this is titled, Now That I Have Won My Husband Back, I Am Leaving Him.
This is a revenge story.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah. So I have secured an apartment for my baby and for me, and I have put everything in order and prepared for custody, shared or otherwise. I have divided the money and transferred my share to a third account, and it will stay there until the divorce proceedings and the dividing of the assets. So I found out that my husband was having an affair while I was postpartum. I thought that I would die because I love him, and it felt like my heart was broken into a million pieces. I knew that it was over, but my curiosity got the best of me. I wanted to know why. What was it that she had that I didn't? Did he actually love her? So I started reading his texts, and everything was there. He felt like he was alive again. He was happy and excited. She's single and childless, so she had all the time in the world to give him and make him a priority. He felt seen and desired by her. I was confused because even with life coming between us, he was always my love, and I made sure that he knew that every day. But still, that wasn't enough. I read thousands upon thousands of messages between them.
Ooh,
When
that
I
must be
started-
rough.
I started being everything that he fantasized about. In the beginning, it felt weird and he was confused, but I just went on. Every time he made plans with her, I found a way to make him stay, or I made sure that I sent him exhausted to her. The messages became less and less frequent, and the passion and excitement subsided. Soon, answering her became more of a chore. The complaining started and him pulling away. He was happier at home, and he couldn't wait to come. Oh, well.
Freudian
He was
slip.
happier at home and he couldn't wait to come home.
Okay.
He started texting me again during the day, the sweetest text about how he missed me. It felt like he was his old self again. One day, what I hoped and waited patiently for happened. He ended things with her. He told her that he loved me, and now everything was great again. Her services were no longer needed, in other words.
A piece of shit.
Jeebus.
I felt relief and I finally could move on. Now I'm preparing for my divorce. He will get the papers the day that I leave for my new life in my new apartment. I know I will get a lot of hate for this because I've neglected my husband and pushed him to seek solace in another woman's arms when I apparently could have given him what he sought after all along. And believe me, I will bear the guilt for the rest of my life. I don't think you
What
should,
guilt?
by the way.
Nah, you
Yeah,
should.
This is
He
not-
did
not
nothing
on
wrong.
you.
This is crazy.
This
Yeah.
is
not on you.
like, okay.
Don't feel the guilt.
Yeah, because he could have at any time communicated, "Hey, I feel like, we're lacking here," or whatever, and like tried to work something out, but he just cheated on you. Didn't try anything. Like,
You know
what
what's
the fuck?
crazy? When guys cheat this way and like they know how to communicate, obviously, because they're communicating their wants and needs on another partner.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you do that shit and fucking give that energy at home, you dumb bitch? Like, what the
Exactly.
fuck?
So fucking stupid.
In my defense, I didn't do it intentionally. Our lives had just been altered drastically, and I was trying to navigate this new and exciting existence. I was immersed in this new kind of happiness that I thought I was sharing with him. And I was trying to get to know my new body, a body that I couldn't recognize anymore. It was a real scary feeling. But he could have come to me with his hurt. He could have talked to me about his suffering. He could have tried to make me understand, but he chose not to. He decided to deceive me, to deceive us. He ruined our love, our future, and even our history. Nothing was, is, or will be the same again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not her burden whatsoever. She's obviously, carried a life, delivered a life. And of course, there's a lot of like changes when it comes to that. She's probably
Absolutely.
breastfeeding, doing everything. Like, Mike, all the dude had to do was fucking open his mouth. And obviously, the wife loved him enough to the point that she was willing to do anything it takes to make the relationship work. But what he fucking did, go and find somebody else and expend energy and affection on someone else when he could have done that shit at home, who's someone that is ready and available. That does not make fucking sense to me.
What pisses me off the most is that they went into this probably agreeing to have a child. And the moment the child comes out and it's an inconvenience to him and his, sounds like attention, sex life, whatever it was, specifically, he's like, you know what? She's not like, I don't feel seen, whatever. It's like, dude,
bullshit.
Like, of course, a baby changes everything in your life. Like
everything.
That's why you've got to communicate. You've got to be open with your partner and realize, have realistic standards. Be like, okay, things are going to change for a few months. We can communicate, make sure that we're both okay. Instead of just like, I don't want to do that. I'm
a cheat.
I'm going to let her do all the work to get me back. And then, you know what? Like, he didn't do fucking anything to try and keep that.
Too. And she had to fucking go full on FBI mode, find out every single detail and meticulously plan shit to win his ass back. He don't deserve to be won
he doesn't
over.
Deserve that. That's fucking. And I will say that's probably going through all those text messages. Probably not good for your psyche.
It is traumatic as hell.
But yeah, I think you're doing the right thing and leaving his ass, and hopefully he learns a lesson.
I am a little disappointed that the revenge wasn't as spicier. I wish like you would have like hit him, like, edge him to the point of like him being in a very much happy and then just fucking sweep the rug out of his ass.
Is that not what happened?
Well, I mean,
that's how it sounded like.
It was anticlimactic for me. I wish there was a little more pizzazz out of it because I do love.
I wish at the end of the day she was the other woman texting him, and he finds
like he was catfished this whole time or something. I need some spicier, some TLC type of drama. You know what I'm saying? I need to feel something in my life.
Wow.
I do think it's crazy that like she found out about it and like
she went along.
Well, I mean, she went along, but she also like, while he kept cheating, she kept reading the messages and was like, all right, let's like, she fucking was in there she knew the whole time.
That is that's dedication.
Pretty sneaky. I think that's pretty spicy.
Yeah.
The fact that she can fucking double life that shit.
Yup.
Also, the husband's got to be crazy. Is he like, his fucking Apple locket is attached to his Mac and he's just fucking going off right now. And she's reading every single message.
Yeah.
Insanity.
Also, the husband is a dumbass. He's just like, damn, she doing every shit that I told my side chick. And he didn't realize it.
At the same time, she wants me over.
It's crazy how she knows my exact fantasies that I've only vocalized to one person because I'm an idiot and didn't vocalize to my actual wife.
I'm going to be honest.
He's a dumbass.
This guy's, it doesn't sound like the brightest bulb.
Definitely
I think it's probably good. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
You're leaving this guy.
The worst part about it is that your child has half his DNA.
Has same genes.
But it's still early on. You know what I'm saying? All right. Wait, I forgot how to segue to this. It's another segment by the amazing Underbaki, seamless, perfection.
We're so tired, people.
Holy shit. Guys, are you ready for another fuck, marry, yeet?
Oh,
yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
We got 3 date options, and we got 3 options for each date. Fuck, marry, or yeet. For this segment, we have 3 candidates that have something in common. They're all famous Marvel characters. That's right.
Ooh,
Finally, something I'm an expert in.
I'm fucking all of them.
I'm fucking every single one. All right. Number 1. Ooh, she put a little bio, and I'll see if you guys can name the character.
Oh,
I'm
the bio.
gonna lose. I'm the worst.
I probably could, so I'll let John go first and just see if he can get it.
Yeah.
Okay, try me.
Okay. He's called, so there's your first hint. He's called the regenerating degenerate for a reason. And that
Deadpool.
reason is let me fucking finish, brother. And the reason is that he's a regenerating degenerate. Deadpool, surprise, possesses a healing factor that allows him to recover from grave injuries and regenerate body parts. So Deadpool is our first character.
Okay.
Number 2, according to the Marvel website, Blank possesses psychic abilities, including telepathy, clairvoyance, and prescience. I don't know. Prescience is how it's spelled?
Okay.
Prescience? Prescience. That sounds correct.
That sounds, smooth.
She can also perform astral projection and appear to others in a spirit form. Blank is cybernetically linked to a spider web-like support system to attend to her bodily needs. The system can shift upright or recline and provides robotic arms to substitute for her arms.
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know if I know.
I have no idea who the fuck that is.
For a while, I was thinking Jean Grey.
I was thinking Jean Grey first too.
And now I'm lost.
She got spider. She's a spider.
Yeah, John goes first.
Spider Girl. Is there a thing?
Incorrect. There is spider women. There are spider women for sure.
Yeah, is she one of the new Madam Web characters? I don't know.
Josh.
It's Madam Web. It's Sydney. Is it Sydney Sweeney? Is that her? Is that her
Sydney
name?
Sweeney is not Madam Web. She is Julia Carpenter.
I don't
No,
fucking
Dakota
know.
Johnson
Spider-Woman.
is Madam Web. But
And that would be right. You guys are both right. This is Madam Web here.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I was just guessing. by the
I'm
way.
probably never going to go see that movie. I've heard terrible
No,
things.
I don't think there's a reason to, unfortunately. I hate that Sony confuses these actors into
Thinking they're
making
in
them
Marvel.
think they're in an MCU movie, and then it's just like you're in a Sony movie.
It makes me so sad.
Very confusing stuff. All right, so Madam Web is the second character.
Okay.
The third character, here we go. From Marvel's website, Blank possesses heightened senses, night vision, superhuman strength, and is excellent at hand-to-hand combat. They are known to be responsible and regal, and according to Character's website, Blank is deeply passionate about protecting their people, and he's much more of a stoic, strategic royal than a hot-headed superhero.
Captain America.
All right, Josh.
Yeah, that would be my guess too, I think.
Wow. The first wrong
Oh,
one.
no.
Bucky.
The answer is the Black Panther.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. He's pretty stoic.
There wasn't very many clues onto his powers or anything like that. he has like abilities, or he has like touch with the afterlife and shit like that. Nothing. None of that.
None of that.
Damn it. All
All right. So we have to fuck, marry, and yeet one of these characters. John, you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. I think I am gonna yeet the spider one because arachnids. I don't like them as much either, and
I'm with you.
they seem they're like metal. They're like metal, right? They have metal.
Madam Web in the comic, and I think the 90s animated show, for the most part, is just an old lady in a red dress, sits in a throne, and she kind of has like a robot web behind her that.
Oh,
does
if
things.
they have robot, I mean, that feels like
she's mostly just an older lady,
Oh, okay.
She doesn't look like a spider.
Okay, well then I'll probably go yeet Madam Web. I'll probably
Still gonna
marry. Yeah, I'll probably marry T'Challa. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah.
Just because I mean, come on. Well, I want to be rich in Wakanda, baby. Like, come on now. They have all the riches. And then, of course, I'll probably fuck Deadpool. That guy seems like he's fun.
Josh?
This is a tough one because part of me is like, I should just yeet Deadpool because he can't die anyway. So he'd just come back to
You
life.
murderer.
But I do love Ryan Reynolds. As a Canadian, I cannot yeet him. So I'm going to marry him.
Contractually obligated.
Yeah, contractually obligated to marry him. Oh, this is a tough one because I love Black Panther too.
Oh, if you're gonna kill Black Panther, that's racially
while you
motivated.
Jesus Christ. I remember when Josh famously said,
Yeah, he said he hates Wakanda,
Black
right?
Panther. I hate Wakanda, actually.
When did I say that? Oh, I hate the concept of like a nation not doing anything to help out.
Yeah.
And then we just spun around.
What do you call it? Just to, give you more time to think. I pretty much agree wholeheartedly with John here. Madam Web, don't know too much about her. I gotta say, just not her own fault, but that's a yeet. You're fucking Deadpool because of course. I mean, he's got to have some crazy fucking skills. Yep. And then, you're marrying T'Challa. You're marrying and becoming royal, of course.
Hell yeah.
Nah, I'm
money, baby.
T'Challa and eating Madam Web.
Look, I'll give you a little hint.
She's a bad
Usually
guy.
when you marry somebody, the fucking comes.
Yeah, that's why I'm
fucking
marrying
happens.
Ryan Reynolds. You guys, you don't understand.
All right. You'd be going against your citizenship if you said any other thing.
I can't go against it legally. So.
You could fuck him.
His ex company sponsors this show. Okay, guys.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's true. We fucked him. We fucked him. None of us yeeted him.
None of us yeeted.
You did it for the money, though. It's not the same.
Yeah. All right, guys. Before we end this episode, I do have a few Venmos. And I got to say, I honestly mean a few this time. I'm kind of disgusted by the lack of generosity.
To be fair, we had quite an influx of Patreon subscribers. So,
okay, well, that's probably the correct way. That's probably the better way to be doing this. You guys really listened to me when I said if you want to make it known about the peanut allergy thing, become a patron, and I appreciate it. But I do have the few Venmos that I did get. You got to shout them out. Of course you do. This first one is from Michaela, who writes, I'd like to take the chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. Classic
right.
quote.
Heel turn.
They send 11 cents. Thank you, Michaela.
nice.
Next up, we have Kristen, who sent 2 Venmos. The first one says, Sean's Allergies Stance Support Club. And the second one says, paying up to get a couple to thruple review. And they send $2.69. You better fucking.
Couple to thruple. What does that mean? That's a reference?
I talked about it briefly. It's another Netflix show where it's like Love Island, where a couple finds which single person they want to thruple with.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm waiting for that too, Sean.
Okay, so I did bring it up to Nancy. I was like, we should do for one of my bonus solo episodes, me and her, and then I just like quickly go through all of the shitty reality TV shows that she's watched.
Oh.
And then she can give like a rating and why. But she's also like, I feel weird doing that because she is like notoriously a side watcher. You know what I mean? She'll just turn it on and then watch sometimes, just straight up walk out of the room sometimes and keep it on. It's incredible to see because I'm always pausing stuff and she's like, oh, no, just keep it on.
I feel with some of those shows, like the reality TV shows, it'll pan to like a couple that I'm like, I don't care about this couple. This couple, I could care less about. And so like, I feel that's fine to walk out on those kind of shows.
I feel like they recap it every damn second anyway. So it's all
That's
good.
true.
Plus
they really stretch out every storyline.
I was gonna say, plus those shows without the music interlude between every single, cut would be like 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
That's another thing. I told Nancy, I was like, I really think you could fucking write the songs for these interludes.
Yeah.
They're so, and because she was like, yeah. Well, because she mentioned it one time as a joke, like, oh my God, these songs are so like anybody could write it. Like I could write it. And then she like sang one and I was like, no, dead ass though. You should fucking write and
Hey,
record
Nancy
these.
sings?
She'll be mad if I say yes. So
She a singer.
Hell yeah.
oh yeah.
Sheesh.
And then last one we got up from Sarah, who wrote, "Ignore the hate. Poop stories made me cackle. Plus, here's some money for Colorado. We'll get you a room with a Cali King so y'all three can cuddle it out."
Wow.
Maybe we could be a throuple.
Sarah sends $6.66. The devil's number.
Hell yeah.
All right. And that's all the Venmos. Literally all the Venmos?
Whoa.
Disgusting.
Sean is disappointed.
Whoa. Where are we at right now?
I know times are tough, but you gotta do better.
Guys, in this economy, stop paying for your subscription services and start Venmoing me.
I mean, Jesus, stop eating avocado toast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just fucking send it to us.
Boycott
Is it
Kellogg's.
worth it?
And
Oh, yeah. Dude, fucking. Okay, first off, I love cereal for dinner, but I will not let it be used as a way
Hell
to
no.
fucking
justify
Yeah.
inflation.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Fuck that.
What have they done to us? What are they doing to us?
Insane.
All right, boys. Comments, questions, concerns.
I got a couple comments here. First one we got, or sorry, reviews, I guess they're technically called. First one comes from Kestrel on our website, and they give us a 5-star and say, "You get me through the day." They say, "I work as a stalker at a grocery chain, and it is the worst job I've ever had. I'm convinced."
Oh, my brain. I was like, you're a stalker. I was like, what?
As
Brave
Steve,
of you to write in and
Joe
claim that.
Goldberg?
I'm a stalker. It's the worst job I've ever had.
I can fix you.
I'm convinced every manager at this grocery chain has to sell their soul to get a salaried position. My ADHD makes it impossible to stay on task if I don't have something entertaining to occupy my mind during
Same.
dull overnight shifts. Thank you for keeping me sane at work with the juiciest ready stories and your great takes. So shout out to Kestrel for that.
Thank you
Hell
so
yes.
much, Kestrel.
My spicy brain sibling.
And one more here from Wendy Bird, 5-star, and they say, "I'm a rich bitch now."
Oh,
Hell yeah.
let's go.
Love this podcast and you guys are awesome. Just signed up on the Patreon, discovered you all on TikTok, and started binging all your episodes. It is
Thank you so
so
much.
unbelievably refreshing to hear normal, decent guys hosting a podcast.
We're not normal.
I'm an employment lawyer, so I'd love for you guys to do an HR-themed episode. If you've already done one, sorry, I haven't got that far back yet, LOL. And then they put, "John, I know you'd understand the craziness that is HR. I feel
Yes.
I feel like I could tell you, I could do a tell-all with things I've seen. Too bad it would be a breach of attorney-client privileges. Love you guys and keep it up."
Breach it.
If you read
Look,
it
if we put it behind the
anonymously,
Patreon, nobody will fucking know.
That's
Yeah,
true.
breach it.
But yeah, you guys still have yet to do a full HR podcast episode.
That's
Don't
true.
say you guys like I'm going to be the one to fucking.
Well, I
Jesus.
feel
I
like
do
I
it
have to be.
I do
you.
it on Patreon a lot.
That's true. You do. Yeah.
That's true. You
I
do
do.
that.
true.
Do stuff behind paywall so Sean could be proud of me.
I fucking love that shit. Keep that up, brother.
Hell yeah.
In fact, I've been meaning to talk to Josh about this Wednesday up day thing. We're doing that for free? We're giving that out for free? Oh my God.
yeah, because we love the Wikimaniacs, Sean.
Oh my God. I only love the written.
Guys,
I mean,
have
yeah,
to
we
battle
love
it here for you guys. And that's the comments and reviews. One more last piece of update, or not update. House cleaning. There we go. We'll call it that.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So comments, we love to hear them. We love to hear feedback. We love to hear takes. All kind of discussion in the comments. Please keep it respectful. We've had a few people. And I will say most people are respectful and give takes and have amazing conversations in the comments. But just keep it respectful. You're not going to change minds if you're going to be a dick about it in the comments.
True.
So have conversations. Disagree. That's completely fine. We do it all the time here. And we want to build a community that can have disagreements and be civil about it. So just please keep that in mind when you're making comments.
I will blow up on people.
John will blow up on people.
I will when I have time.
He
which
yells
is
at me all the
hardly ever. Stop lying to the Wikimaniacs, Josh.
Slander.
Go to your room.
Yeah. What did I tell you?
All right, John, anything before we end it?
No, Josh already kind of nailed it in the head. But other than that, we'll see you guys whenever a new episode comes out, I guess.
Yeah, because we're just giving out episodes for free. What the fuck are we doing? Paywall. Bye.
Oh, you like, subscribe.
Oh, don't.
Reverse psychology. Don't fucking listen to us.
I don't want you to fucking do that.
Don't give us
dude.
your fucking money. Don't give us your adoration. We don't need it. We don't.
Well, don't
want
say
it.
don't say the money thing. That's
Oh no, but I'm trying to
crazy.
reverse psychology.
Oh,
You know what I'm
we're
saying?
edging. We're edging.
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
We
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
We don't fucking want your money.
I don't fucking need your shit.
I didn't beg for Venmos just 5 minutes ago.
I want it. I'm weak. Bye.
Later.
Get therapy.